I have quite the selection of delicious gourmand perfumes to share with you today. I'm going to be cycling through my favorite fragrances that I've been wearing over the past week. I tend to do these videos semi-regularly here on this channel because I truly love sharing with you what I personally want to wear on a day-to-day basis. Yes, I like reviewing fragrances, but at the same time, I do end up reaching for certain fragrances, so I want to share that with you as well here today. If this is your first time watching this channel, hello, my name is Anya. I love perfumes and I talk about them here every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, along with a ton of bonus content in between. Today we're going to be talking about fragrances as inexpensive as $5 or fragrances that are also a little bit higher priced, closer to, let's say, $250, $300. So this is going to be an extremely diverse video. That's what I tend to do here on this channel. I truly believe that you do not have to spend a lot of money to smell good, but I also do appreciate really expensive and niche fragrances as well. So let's start off with a cheapie. This is a perfume that I've been putting into my handbag and just wearing time and time again. This is one of those fragrances that's an easy reach, and I personally have so many units of this perfume because of how much I love it. This is Al-Rahab's Choco Musk oil. So they have the oil and they also have the eau de parfum. The oil longevity is insane, but the eau de parfum is much more, it's like airy and it has a bit of a sillage. This one doesn't have too much of a sillage, but if you put enough of it on, people will be able to smell you regardless. So this is a perfume that smells like a milky Swiss Miss chocolate. It's very delicious, very gourmand, absolutely beautiful, and I think this is one of those fragrances that just draws people to you. So if you're a gourmand lover by any stretch of the imagination, you should try Choco Musk out. I think this oil is like $5 on Amazon. I'll link it down below, but I really do think it's lovely. And I have, I think, 14 of these oils just on standby because I put them in different handbags, and I've been starting a dance class lately, so I've been wearing this during dance because when you're sweating, might as well wear something that's good, and I've been liking the oil because it stays on. So Al-Rahab's Choco Musk, this is top tier. It's really good. I've loved it and used it for years. Next, I have Liam by Latafa. I talked about a few Middle Eastern fragrances over the past week or so, and one of the perfumes that y'all have been discussing the most is Liam. And I really love it. This is another more like tonic fragrance. This also has vanilla, but this is more focused on like a savory interpretation of a vanilla fragrance with a hint of sweetness. This has milky fig. I think it has a bit of cardamom as well. Black tea is also a really big part of this fragrance. I've been wearing this one a lot, and I think I've made a baby dent in this one. This is one of those perfumes that's very cozy. It's very easy for me to reach for and wear. So I've been loving Liam. This is one of my favorite fragrances, and it's also super inexpensive. And let me show you what I've been pairing it with. I have so many fragrances in front of me that I'm kind of losing track, so let me go back and get the fragrance I was thinking about because I think I left it over there. I have the perfume on my perfume shelf, so let me just grab it. I don't know if you remember or not, but like a little bit ago I tried to do the series where I talked about like the perfumes that I have on my perfume shelf back there. And I mean, let me know if you want me to do more videos like that. I would be open to it, but it's just like a different format, so I don't know. Let me know. But one that I have been obsessed with, and I actually teamed it with Liam a few times, is the Maker Paradiso. This is like a fruity fragrance with this note called mangosteen. It's very unusual, and I haven't really smelled it in any other fragrance. And in terms of the entire Maker line, and I've smelled all their fragrances, this one is my favorite, followed by, or sometimes interchangeable with, Lover, which is another fig scent, but this one I don't believe has any fig in it. I love this perfume. It's like a fruity, zesty fragrance with a bit of a woody base, and again, it does have that mangosteen note. So if you like fragrances with like a fruity lychee, mangosteen is kind of similar to it, but I think less sour and more citrusy. I really love this. This is also a really good fragrance if you want like a last minute beachy fragrance. This is like a really good warm weather perfume, but layered with Liam, it's like this perfume brightens Liam up because Liam is like a very velvety vanilla, but Paradiso just gives it a little bit of zest, and paired together, I love these. It's It's like a match made in heaven. So High Low, Paradiso, Liam by Lattafa. I love combining fragrances like this. Okay, so this is kind of essential to me. Navitus, Smell and Kiss. It's an essential summer fragrance. That's pretty much the long and short of it, or the short version of what I'm about to say. But this is a beautiful gourmand melon perfume. This has a touch of honey in it, nothing too intense. You will find out in some of these upcoming fragrances I'm about to share that honey has kind of been a note that I've been drawn to. But this has just a touch of honey. It's much more focused on the melon, and it's beautiful. It's like it's stunning. It's so good. It's amazing. It's really, really good. Yeah, I've talked about this so many times. Next, Basilica by Milano Fragrenze. Again, stunning. Looking at the selection, I think I've really been drawn to like some milkier, like tonic fragrances, and this is no exception. This kind of translates to like a milky, incensey, aromatic, herbal fragrance. This is beautiful, and yes, I'm making a dent in this bottle. Look at that. I love this perfume. And also, Milano Fragrenze makes some of the most beautiful bottles I have ever seen anywhere, and their pricing is incredibly good. So I love this. It literally smells like eating za'atar bread in a Catholic church. Yes, I will stand by that interpretation. That is my interpretation of what this smells like. I talked to one of the founders and I told her my za'atar bread interpretation of this fragrance, and I don't think she even had heard that before. So yeah, that's my interpretation of this. I don't think that was the intention behind it, but if you want to know what this fragrance smells like, because it's a very unique scent, think za'atar bread with a hint of incense, a very like tonic bread-like fragrance, and herbs. This is so, so good. I wear this all the time. I use it as a hair fragrance, and let me actually put this on right now, because sometimes the fragrances I like to wear on my hair, because I don't wash my hair every day, okay? No surprise there, because if you wash your hair every day, sometimes it can like fall out a little bit easier. And for me, since I don't wash my hair every day, I tend to like using hair perfumes, not because I want an excuse to not wash my hair, but sometimes like I want to kind of smell like something. So if it's like the second or third day of not washing my hair, I'm about to wash my hair, I will typically spray on a perfume. And this one's really good because it's like more subtle. It's a perfume that lasts a long time, but it like kind of comes and goes. It's not like a nuclear powerhouse. This is so good. Basilica by Milano Fragrenze. Love this fragrance. It's excellent. Another niche fragrance that I used to really love, I kind of stopped wearing it, and the last few days I have been wearing this fragrance so much, and you might be thinking, what is this mysterious decant that you have here? This is Deluxe by Tiziana Terenzi. So just to give you an idea of like how much I've been using this fragrance, it was up here. And this is the dent I've made. I've been wearing this so much. This is like a coffee rose scent. Think Intense Cafe, I think, by Montal. But here's my unpopular opinion about Montal fragrances, and I actually think I maybe should film a video about the fragrance houses that I'm not too much of a fan of, because I'm not too big of a fan of Montal. And the reason is they have like a very kind of a screechy set of fragrances to my nose specifically. So yeah, I know I sidetracked there. But I was curious about this fragrance a while back, and I bought it. I bought the decant of it. And it's pretty much like a coffee rose scent with a touch of honey. It has some florals in there as well, like additional florals. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's so elegant. It's like your favorite, like it's one of my favorite cozy fragrances right now. I wasn't wearing it a lot. I wasn't wearing it for a very long time. I was recently sifting through some decants, and I sprayed this on, and I wore this on a night out, and boy oh boy was it so cozy. It's like your perfect transition fragrance, because right now it's been getting a little bit chilly, and this is like so good. There's like a touch of honey here, but you do have to like honey to like this perfume. So yeah, I will be getting the full-size bottle as soon as I'm done with this decant, because I love this perfume. I have fallen in love with it. And my rule is, if I use a decant up, then I can consider actually buying the fragrance. This is such a chit-chatty video because usually I go in through all the notes and I'm very detailed. Now I'm just telling you what these fragrances smell like. This is like my interpretation of this. Next up, I do have Experimental Perfume Club. This is a really interesting brand. I believe they're based in Paris, and they have some like interesting creations because they combine notes in a unique way, and this is an example of that. So this is Tonka Extra Extraordinaire. So essentially, I do believe this is pretty much their Tonka Sesame fragrance, or their sesame fragrance, which they're kind of known for, combined with like a tonka note. So this essentially ends up smelling like sesame with like a warm vanilla. It's a unique take on vanilla that's a bit spicier. I was kind of hesitant about this fragrance initially because of that sesame note. I wasn't sure if I liked it. Recently, I started wearing it, and I think in the dry down, I love this fragrance. It ends up being very cozy to me because the sesame ends up being kind of like domineering the first part of this fragrance, but then in the dry down, like it kind of takes a little bit of a backseat, but not too much since you can still smell it. And you get that beautiful tonka. I love this fragrance. It's really, really good. I am using this one up quite a bit, and this was gifted to me by the brand, but as you can already probably guess, I'm not going to use that as an excuse to just talk about a fragrance and sing its praises if I don't actually like it. Another fragrance that was also gifted to me, and I think this will like definitely be in like my probably top 10 fragrances of this year because it's that good, and I've been wearing this one nonstop. This is Dora's Mallow. This is amazing. It literally smells like powdered violet marshmallows. It's beautiful. It's stunning. It smells so high end. If you like orange blossom but you want something that smells like very luxe, this is it. It's beautiful. People are hyping it up for a reason, and I know that people were giving this a lot of hype at the beginning of the year, but still, this is a fragrance that I wear at least a few times a week. Mallow is my fragrance of the day. I wore a few sprays of this, but I really went crazy with Cherry Powder by Theodoros Kalotinis. So this was kind of like a scent combo that I have. I love combining mallow with like powdery fragrances, also fragrances that have like a bit of a gourmand floral combination, because that's what this is. I consider this like kind of like an in-between gourmand. It's not gourmand in like the traditional sense, but it's just such a beautiful fragrance, and I do think it has gourmand notes. But Cherry Powder combined together, so good. Cherry Powder is a powdery cherry, think baby powder, so you have to be okay with that. And I love it. I It's one of my favorites. I really, really love this perfume. I think I'm wearing this one a lot more than Pear Gelato, which was launched with Cherry Powder actually. But I wore this combination to Trader Joe's, and to be honest, I wore a lot more of Cherry Powder than Mallow, and I did get a compliment. So I think it just goes to show that Cherry Powder is a really good scent, as is Mallow by Dora. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this video. Those are the top fragrances that I've been obsessed with over the last week and a half. Let me know, have you tried these perfumes, and if so, what did you think? I'm personally really happy with this selection, and I hope you're able to get some really good recommendations from this video. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it valuable, and I'll see you next time. Bye!